thank you for coming back. My name's Jo and this is Cotton and Fluff. Welcome back if you've been here before, and a huge welcome if you are new. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel or just popping in to say hello. So I've had a disaster of a week. Oh, it was going so well. I was on a high and I think I got a little bit carried away. I'm going to explain more and show you the evidence at the end of the video. So I thought, as we are now into November, I really need to think about Christmas and presents and start doing a little bit of making. Something that isn't too challenging, but I can make a few of. And also I've got lots of fat quarters. I wanted to use all of those up and mix and match things. So I had a look and I came across a lady called Rosie Caldwell. Now some of you may have heard of her, and she makes beautiful tutorials and patterns. I spotted one of hers and it was for the drawstring bag. I will pop some pictures in here. I thought they were just so pretty, and they were a little bit more than just your standard pouch, you know, drawstring pouch, because it's quilted as well. Quilting is totally new to me, and I'm only just sort of learning how to actually get it together and do a little bit of quilting. I'm using my walking foot like it says I should do, and I'm not sure whether I need to do that again because I've done some with and some without. I suppose it depends on what you're using. Let me stop waffling and show you what I have been making. So this was the first one I did. Now the pattern comes in 3 sizes. You can make 3 of these. This is actually the small, and I've just quilted it, a few fat quarters, some leftover fabric from another project, and then I've just quilted it, put lining inside, and I've just quilted this outer fabric. This was the first one I did, so as you can see I've just done straight lines, and same on the bottom, and it's got some wadding in as well, so it gives a little bit of structure and it's a little bit softer. And I thought this size is probably perfect for either makeup or maybe even sewing bits and pieces. I thought I'd just make some of those lovely little makeup wipes that Sam from So Let's Sparkle, she made them, and I thought, wow, what a good idea. So I'm going to pop over and have another look at her tutorial. So this was in a blue with a spotty lining. Then I made this one, it's slightly softer, and the string, the drawstrings, this one I've just made with some leftover needle cord that I had. And same again, this one I've done like a sort of a diamond pattern. It was supposed to be square, but I went a little bit off. I mean, because I'm not really sure, and it's something I need to get to grips with, how you can accurately do your lines. Now I know obviously you can you can measure it, I've tried using the little piece that goes into the side of the walking foot, which what quilters use for your line as a gauge. So I have, and that is really useful, and I will use that again. But I always seem to go off at an angle, even though I've marked the fabric. I don't know why, but that's something else to learn. But these do forgive a lot of things because of the pattern, like this one. I love this fabric, and I had intended to make this into a handbag, but I thought, no, actually it's quite nice with the pink and whatever. So this one is, it's just pink inside. Also what I like, she teaches you how to do the binding on this, on the seam as well, and I just think that really finishes it off. And even on the bottom, if I can turn this through, let me turn it right way out, wrong way out rather. So even on the bottom you've got the lovely bit of bias on there, which just finishes it all off. Right, turn it back that way. So yeah, so I've been making these. I'm going to pop a link in the description if you wanted to have a go and make some of these. I just think they're just quite nice, sort of, you know, what do they call it, a pattern cleanser. Not too hard at all, lovely for beginners, complete them quite quickly as well, and you learn lots of techniques with that. As with your quilting, you've got your bias binding, you've got your drawstrings. So yeah, a fun little project that is perfect for Christmas presents. And you could even fill it with things if you wanted to. Lots of things, like some more of the face wipes, or some bubble baths, some smellies, whatever you think your recipient would like. So yeah, so I've been doing those, and as I say, yeah, I have enjoyed doing those. I've done a few. I've got a few more to do. Yeah. Right. As you know, I love Tammy Handmade. I love her patterns. I love how she explains it. I love how she teaches, and I love the tutorials that she supports her patterns with too. As I'm sure you all know, she's recently released the Faye blouse, and I'll pop a picture in here. First of all, I thought, oh, I don't need another blouse. Then I was watching how she was doing the scalloping on the neck, and then she had the two neck versions. You've got the round neck or the V-neck, and I thought, do you know what? Because of her teaching, I do need to polish up my skills in those areas for shirts, as we won't mention the Donny shirt. So I bought her pattern, got it printed out, and I thought, right, first one I'm going to do is the V-neck one. This is her pattern, as you can see. So you've got lots of options with this as well, not too complicated at all. So you've got different options. You can do your round neck, and then you can look at your sleeves. You can have them elasticated. You don't have to elasticate them, you really don't. Or you could finish them how you like to finish things. So you've got the V-neck, you've got the round neck. So I decided I would have a go at the V-neck. So pop a picture up. This is my first one, and I did make some errors, and I'm sure the experienced sewers out there can easily see what I have done, but I'm not going to highlight it because I'm quite happy with it, and I know it's there. And I really do like the fabric, and I don't have enough of the fabric to make another one, so I can deal with it. It's just, it will stay in my wardrobe because of the colours, and they're quite sort of muted and neutral. I thought, yeah, I'm going to just pop it away for now, and I can pull it out whenever I like. So that was that one. And then I thought, right, okay, let's move on to the round neck. I remembered I had some fabric left over from when I made some of the green linen bob pants. So I thought, well, I'm going to use that for this, and I did. As you can see, I'm much happier with this one. I think because I knew what was coming, and I took everything step by step. I think I've got I sometimes leap into it, get excited, it's a new pattern, let's have a go, let's see what do we have to do here, and I go too quickly. When you're sewing, I think personally myself, is to relish every step you do. As you learn from it, you can look back at it when you have finished that particular part. I think you can look back at it, hold your work up and think, wow, I've tackled that part. So that's really cool. Out of the two, I do have my favourite. Maybe it's the green one because I knew what was coming and the fit is a lot better. I think I could make it, I could go down one size. I really do. I think it's a little bit big across the top, the bust. So I think that needs to come in more. But that's something else for me to work with. But again, a fantastic tutorial on YouTube to support the Faye blouse. And there is so much more. Now, as you can see, and I'm sure that you've noticed that Tammy has been demonstrating on Instagram and Facebook about doing the scallop edges to the shirt and the collar, and I just thought that's really pretty, and I'd love to have a go at that. So that is something I'm going to do, and I'm hoping it's something that I can take, a skill I can take on to another project as well. I think with Tammy's you do pick up lots of different skills, and you get the knowledge and support from her to take you through that, so that you can look back and you've made a big impact onto your beginning dressmaking journey. So that is the Faye blouse, and as I say, I am going to make some more, definitely. I really think I'd like to make some more of them. I mean, in her instructions in the book and online, you've got so many pictures, and I think because Tammy's patterns are so popular, if you just pop onto Instagram and search for all of these, and then you can see exactly what other people have done, and I think that's really nice to see what they've done, and you know, and the look and the fit, and if they've done any hacks to it at all. So it's always good to have the support as well from Instagram and Pinterest. Right, now on to the disaster of the week. Oh, I'm so fed up. As you know, I have been making making an attempt to sew lots more sweatshirts. Well, make my first sweatshirt. So the first one I did was this one, which I'm really pleased with. It's soft, it's lovely and cuddly and soft. So I thought, right, I'm going to make one now for my husband, and also I'm going to try using ribbing. I've never used ribbing before, so that was around the neck, on the wrists and around the bottom. So I thought, okay, so I bought some, and I bought black because I thought, right, okay, that's fine for most of the fabrics that I've got for now. And as I say, I wanted to do this one for my hubby, and I did make it all on my overlocker as well, and I was surprised how quickly it came together. I was almost wishing it wasn't finished, because I think the process is really nice and it just comes together so quickly. Maybe too quickly for me. Maybe I should go back to the beginning and concentrate on what I'm doing and concentrate on the fabric I've got in front of me. Now, I didn't do that. I cut all my pattern pieces out. It was laid out beautifully. I got some lovely cuts in there. I was well chuffed. Then pinning it together, ready to go out, clipping it together, ready to go to the overlocker. Oh, I have used the fabric the wrong way. It's upside down. I didn't have enough fabric to cut out a front and a back again. I was so disappointed, and I thought, what do I do? Everything is cut out. Unfortunately, it was for my husband, but he's not Australian. But anyway, he likes it. He will wear it, not out. It will be a garden job or a house job. It's not going to be going anywhere special. It's still, I asked him though, does it fit? But he suggested it fits lovely. He wanted a sweatshirt that was slightly longer. I got him to try on my pink one with the little strawberries. And I said to him, what about the length? He said, I could do it a little bit longer. Now I've made it 2.5 inches. I think maybe next time I'd probably go to 2 inches. That would be fine. I have taken some pictures, which I will pop in. And as you can see, the fabric design is lovely. It's so autumnal, and it's got the animals in it. Okay, they're upside down, but they're there. And I'm never going to make this mistake again. Fabric is too expensive to waste, especially when it's a lovely soft French terry and the design is lovely. So, lesson learnt. Do not rush. Look at your fabric, check the direction of the fabric that you've got, and make sure you line everything up with the grain and the arrows on your pattern. It really does help. It really does help. Of course it helps. It's how you're supposed to do it. So concentrate on your pattern, your instructions, head down, cut it out, and you'll be pleased. Don't rush into it like me. I haven't seen anybody else do this. Maybe it is just me, or maybe nobody else says about it, but I wanted to show you what I did and what I've learned, because you might learn it as well if you're new to making sweatshirts. So moving on. Okay, so my next week's projects are, I want to show you some fabric. I decided that I wanted another dress. I wanted another dress that I could maybe use in some thicker fabric that was more appropriate for the for layering, for the autumnal feel to it, as we're now into November, and something that was just looks really nice. Yeah, so I'll stop waffling. So I found this fabric. What do you think of this? I think it's lovely because you've got all the different colours and it's all been overlocked, not by me. Gosh, that would be a lot, wouldn't it? I don't know how long that would take, but anyway, I cheated. I bought this. I am tackling the Hope dress by Starlark, and I'm hoping that it's going to give me a nice finished result that I could easily wear, layer it up with I was just thinking like a nice cardigan, or even wear a jumper over the top. Let's see. So this is my first attempt at the Hope dress. There's been lots and lots of lovely inspiration on Instagram, and that's where I got the idea for this sort of feel as well. And I think it's one of those dresses, hopefully, that is a transitional piece. Also can be worn in the summer, made in some lovely linens, and then heavier fabrics and more autumn feel fabrics going into the winter. So let me know if you've made the Hope dress, and could you let me know if there was anything I should be watching out for, apart from making sure my fabric is the right way up. But if there's anything else that you think, oh, I must let her know about that, I'd love to know. And I'd love to see your finished Hope dresses too. It's a really short video today. I'm sorry. I think it's because it's really cold outside today, and that's why I've worn nothing that is me made. It's all shop bought, I'm sorry, but it is quite chilly outside in my studio, so I just thought, oh, do you know what, I'm just going to pop a jumper on today, and it's the weekend and whatever. I think the weather is a bit rubbish today. It's going to be on and off, so I think I might stay put in the studio and start looking at the Hope dress and cutting it out. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'll pop in a couple of videos of me with the tops on, with the Faye blouse, and yeah, so I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care, have a fantastic weekend, have a fantastic week, and I will see you really soon. Thank you, bye.